Hi, Acadiana. I'm meteorologist Dave Baker. Happy Friday to you. Got a big weekend ahead. Unfortunately, it looks like the weather forecast isn't going to be cooperating a whole lot, but on the other hand, rainfall is definitely needed across the region. First, I want to let you know that storm season never really ends, and it's time to save the stuff that matters. Ritter Consulting Engineers uses Matterport 3D imaging to scan your home or business, which can be used for insurance purposes before and after a storm. They're also revolutionizing real estate, so buyers can tour homes right from their computer. Call Ritter Consulting Engineers at 984-8498 or visit their website. Well, we've got generally clear skies and a nice fall-like feel across the region this morning with just a few clouds starting to stream in, but we're not expecting a whole lot of fog to develop this morning, and the roadways are dry, so you shouldn't have any issues on your morning commute, but a few more clouds will start to pull in here. Students will enjoy temperatures in the upper 50s to start the day and should be in the lower 80s a little bit later on this afternoon when they get back on the bus. There's a look at the temperatures. Again, a nice fall-like feel. Very early this morning, temperatures dropping down into the 50s. Might end up with a few 40s right before the sun comes up. All of the rough stuff is out to the west. That's that upper level system that's going to be working across the mid-south over the course of the weekend, and it is going to be tapping into some Gulf moisture. So we're going to see a couple of rounds of rain coming up over the weekend. The first one probably starting out as scattered showers and thunderstorms on Saturday, but a bigger event looks to come in Saturday night going into the early part of Sunday. But again, it's an upper low that's over southern Colorado right now. Surface feature will start to spin up over the panhandles, and as all that starts to move off toward the east, we'll get our chances of rain to increase. Today, I think we're okay, and really at least the early part of Saturday might be all right as well. There will be a squall line that will be coming in from the west, but at least at this point, it looks like that might start to break up. But over the next 24 hours here at home, I don't think we're expecting any rainfall, but notice how the showers and thunderstorms really start to get going out to our west overnight tonight and into tomorrow. And as we look ahead through Saturday morning through late Sunday, lines of thunderstorms are going to be coming on in, and Sunday morning could be a bit of an issue, especially as we go into that latter part of the morning hours. And as far as the amounts of rain, some areas could pick up 2 to 4 inches of rain, maybe a little bit more in a few isolated spots as the higher resolution models start to come into that window, the time frame there. We'll get better details on that, but I would expect a good soaking rain over the course of the weekend. Highs today should reach the mid 80s and then drop back into the mid to upper 60s tonight. That low-level flow coming in out of the south is going to keep things rather mild. As far as the Gulf waters, no big issues there. And boating, we're going to start to see the winds picking up a little bit. Those seas running about 3 to 4 feet with winds out of the southeast at about 10 to 15 knots. And out in the tropics, we've got Melissa, which is still a tropical storm that's been struggling against a lot of wind shear. But we think Melissa still has a lot of potential over the next couple of days. And the National Hurricane Center thinks it still could be a very strong hurricane as it moves off toward the west. Jamaica is going to be impacted by this, and possibly parts of Haiti. Hurricane watches and tropical storm warnings have been posted, and it's still calling for a major hurricane there rounding the western edge of Jamaica, and then finally getting caught up by a trough and shoved off toward the northeast. So the Bahamas as well as Cuba will be interacting with Melissa, and our intensity models are still going with some fairly strong stuff. The official forecast from the National Hurricane Center calling for a Cat 4, but it looks like at least it's going to be a major hurricane here within the next couple of days. We'll go over that later today on Let's Talk Tropics. Your high up to 85 under partly cloudy skies, dropping back to 67 as clouds move back in. Saturday, partly to mostly cloudy. Scattered showers and thunderstorms will start developing, but the best chances for rain look to be overnight Saturday going into the early part of Sunday. Temperatures will still be warm once this system moves out of the way, but a much stronger system coming in next week could usher in some much cooler temperatures. Well, I hope you enjoy Acadiana weather today. If you do, please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and also turn on those notifications. And remember, you can hear my forecast daily on Big 102.1, Planet Radio 106.7, and Freedom 95.1. You can also catch me this morning at WBRZ Channel 2. Tune in from 5 to 9. I'll also be here for the noon show, and then over the weekend, we got a great 10 o'clock show on Saturday morning. Of course, I'll have your weather forecast, but it's an LSU and Southern Jags type of heavy show. You might want to check that out. We've got 2 home games here over in Baton Rouge. And of course, follow my social media pages both on Facebook and X. And thanks to everyone who's already subscribed to Acadiana Weather Today right here on YouTube. I'm meteorologist Dave Baker. Have yourself a great Friday and a great weekend, and I hope to see you for Let's Talk Tropics.